Hi everyone. I'd like to talk today about boom and bust and the cycles that keep coming round and coming round. So, times when you feel abundant, times when you feel the lack, times when you feel connected, times when you feel disconnected, all those things that keep coming and coming. And if you're anything like me, when I'm in an abundant phase, I can't imagine not being. And when I'm in a lack phase, I can't imagine not being. And it's that how to get from one to the other seamlessly in an easy way. And it's also about recognizing that things come in cycles, and even when you get back to the point where you think, but I'm back here again, you're back at a different point of that. It might look like the same thing, but actually something different will have come up there that's worth clearing. Just been doing some work with a colleague. We've just been having a tap session together. And one of the things that came up as the underlying thing for both of us was not trusting ourselves. And when we don't trust ourselves, then we start telling ourselves stories about how things are. And we start making it about us. We start blaming ourselves. And that goes back to childhood when we probably were blamed for things that happened. I certainly remember money-wise, it's like you've got money burns a hole in your pockets. If you spend it now, you won't have it later. And all those stories that were told, that were taken on board, that led me to not trust myself. So one of the things that came up today was, I don't trust myself with money. Most of me does and knows that that's not true. But there are still parts going, are you sure? I'm not sure we can trust you. And it's not just about money, it's about other things in our lives. That lack of trust in the choices that we make, the limiting the choices that we take based on how much we trust ourselves to make a good choice. And so I thought we'd do some tapping on that today, because it'll help me and I'm sure it'll help you too. So, as always, if you tap with me, you take full responsibility for your own well-being. If you've tapped with me before, you know that most of the time I'm tapping on the side of my hand. You won't see it because I've got them down here because it's more comfortable, but that's what I'm doing. And then I might tap on other points as we go through. But this is where we'll start. So, if you're ready to clear those old distrustful stories, distrustful patterns, tap along with me. So even though I was told not to trust myself, I love and accept the parts of me that believed that and trusted that those who told me knew what they were talking about. Even though I may have made many choices in my life where things didn't work out as I expected, and I blamed myself for my choices. And I may have told myself it's not safe to trust myself. I love and accept the parts of me that created those stories and have been living as though they're true right up until now. Even though I learnt to second guess myself. I learnt to look outside of myself and second guess what other people thought and follow that pattern. And I love and accept the parts of me who wanted it to be somebody else's fault if it goes wrong. And I love and accept those parts. Even though getting things wrong felt like getting into trouble. And all those old stories like you've made your bed, you've got to lie on it. You should have known better. all those things that have combined to give me that doubt about my own choices, my own decisions. I acknowledge them for what they were. Other people trying to keep me safe in ways that they didn't understand, and me trying to keep me safe in the only way I knew how then. And I am open to the possibility that maybe it's time to tune into who I am, to my real self, my abundant self, my wise self, knowing that if I make a decision and it doesn't work out as I expected, I didn't do anything wrong. I just gained useful information that will help me to make a different and even better decision. Maybe it's time to trust me to do what's right for me, whatever that looks like. Maybe I am the expert on me and the expert on how I want to live my life, how I want my life to look, how I want to feel in my life. So I'm now allowing myself to open myself to new opportunities, new ways of seeing myself, new ways of seeing the world and how it works, new ways of seeing others, so that I feel confident in the choices I make, knowing I have everything within me to readjust things as I need to. I can't do anything wrong. I can only do things right. And I'm choosing to remember that. And I'm choosing to allow myself to trust myself and my decisions, whatever's going on around me. I'm always doing the best I can with the knowledge and information I have. And if something isn't working as I want, it's just giving me useful information to make adjustments. Allowing myself to trust myself. Releasing all the old stories, all the old meanings I made of them, all the old traumas about things that didn't work out. So I can create things differently from now on. And I love and accept all parts of me. I am doing a great job. And that's the truth. So I hope you find that helpful. And if something comes up there as you're doing it, then that's just something else to tap on. And of course, if you want to explore things in greater depth, let me know and we can book a session together. And if you are interested, you could read my book, Tapping into Ancestral Healing, which helps you to clear the ancestral stuff that you're carrying and the stuff that you created when you were young, so that you could have a fresh start. And it feels as spring's springing and the sun's just coming out for the first time today. The crocuses are opening. It's looking beautiful in the garden. This is a time for, that's old, outdated. What do I want now? What's this new season going to bring me? And I think it's going to bring us some beautiful things, some joy, some happiness, and a lot of abundance. So happy spring, enjoy your life. And remember, if you want anything, just email, let me know. Take care. Bye.